Welcome to my quest for Diamond in the Rough guide. As for the requirements, you will need to have done the Stolen Hearts quest, and for items suggested, pretty much a weapon. You can bring food, but it's most likely you will not need it. So, make your way to the Alcria Lodestone and then run south into the palace. Pass through the palace entrance, and we'll be speaking to Osman. Accept the quest, and this quest does feature voiceover, so if you want, you can enable that as well. That way you just hear like the NPCs speaking to you. Next up, go north, and we'll speak to Ozan. Pretty much we'll now get a little cutscene, and I'll just go skip through all of the dialogue. That way this guy's not like 10-20 minutes. Once the NPC runs out, he should be good, although he will look back. He's like, now I shall lock this vault, not to be opened again until the prince is safely returned. Like, okay, good luck to the both of you. But little does he know, there's a rope which you climb up. Although he says not yet because we need to get the weight. So for this, you just want to inspect the head skills directly north of you so that you have some weight. Now that you have that, we can climb up the roof. Now head northwest and drop off roof. Now we climb the rope. Well, we shimmy across it. Now that we're here, your camera angle will change, so you could change that back, and we'll be going south to go on the rug drop. And we pretty much flew down, which is a little reference to the heist minigame, which is pretty good in my opinion. Once that is done, we'll want to make our way south. We'll be going to the Shanti Pass, and we shall speak to the NPC. However, if you are like an iron account, you could buy the feathers while you are here, along with some desert boots, desert skirt, and robe. The buckets of water don't really help too much, and the rope could help, but this is just for like to go further beyond. So we speak to him, and he's like, okay, you can pass, but it's the desert, so you will have to be careful, which case he'll give us water skin. Go through the Shanti Pass, and we will see a little cutscene. He's like, that guy was acting a little bit weird. Now that we are here, go through a bit of the dialogue. And now we wear the desert boots, shirt, and robe. And you have completed the achievement Touring Gear, which is just an easy task set. So it's not really required for you to get the desert robes. It's just only if you want it to get that little achievement. Now that we're here, you want to change your camera angle just a little bit. Okay, I lied. Let's just talk to him. Now that we're here, just hit option 4. Let's keep going. And he should give you a little disc that the sundial just happens to spawn right behind you. Afterwards, you can zoom in and inspect the sundial. And for here, pretty much, it does help. You could like rotate and stuff. And here's pretty much where you just click the outer ring. And you just want to go to, let me see, it's very hard to see. Here we go. I want to go to this eagle looking NPC right here. Once that is done, it should show a little light beam, which is probably a reference to the Morning's End Part 2 quest, because oh boy, that's a little bit bad. But anyway, let's go follow the beam. You could speak to him, and if you see a cat wandering around, pet it. It's not really required, it's just for like the Jack of Spades quest. Continue to go southwest and you shall see another sundial. Next up, you'll get a cutscene, which hopefully it doesn't break. Okay, there we go. You'll see a bandits pretty much spawning out of the sand. Now we get to fight the evil bandits. So, inspect the sundial. Hit option 1. Yes, you are ready for the fight. Level 3 skillers can do this part if they have spent 20 mil to buy the blood necklace shard and add it to the amulet of fury so that they can sustain themselves while killing the NPCs, as they only have like 200 health. And they do drop some tuna, which if you're an Iron Man, pick that up. And then I guess just help Ozan since he's pretty much almost dead. And we'll pick up the sundial that the NPC does drop. Now for the item we actually want to use, the item we got on the sundial. We'll click on it, and this time you'll want to hit this button right here so that it goes to like a weird monkey icon. You'll notice right if you get a light, which we have to go northwest now. While you are here, you can also kill a camel. Oh, weird. The camel is supposed to be another achievement, but oh well. Once you're close enough to that broken sundial, you should see another cutscene. Turns out we were underneath it because it's covered in sand, which does have quicksand. Now for these options, it doesn't really matter what you do, so I just like to press the 1. Reach for the cactus, you grab for the rock, you lasso nearby camel, you call for help, or you do nothing. Once you're there, you just gotta wait for a while because you'll see this little dung beetle. He actually rolls over our item and he rolls away into the nearby tunnel. Now we go north, go through the tunnel, and it's pretty much like an endless loop. So for this, just keep taking a different tunnel each time, and you cannot change your camera angle. So if you're mobile, this might be rather hard and annoying to do. Just make sure to keep going through more tunnels. Then Ozan will say he's sitting on something, and he's like, oh, well, that was it. So you really couldn't look where you were sitting and stuff. Now click the sundial, and we'll be hitting this icon right here. So it's the third icon. Looks like a crocodile. After that, it will show which tunnel is the right one. Which in my opinion is still kind of hard because it could be the other one. But go through the correct tunnel, which is the west one. Now that we're here, we only go through one path. Which we do walk, which is a little bit irritating, but it's okay. This is pretty much the little baby calcite cave. Once we're at the end, you want to enter the tunnel as it gets darker and darker. Afterwards, you won't be able to see anything. And we should come to a room full of dung beetles. Now, if you do play with game sounds on, you will actually hear a little ring ring. And you want to just slice these dung beetles. However, you just stay in one spot and look at them very, very closely. And you want to look for one that kind of sparkles. Now, if you don't see them sparkling too much, you can actually go to the settings, graphics, make sure your bloom is set to either medium or high, and it will help a little bit. And again, just keep going until you see one that sparkles a lot. And then if you can't really see, just start guessing, although it's a lot of them. Attempt to slice one, and Ozan will tell you about the sword, but don't worry. You go and pick up the little red item, which should be the bronze scimitar. You do not need to wield it that I know of. Okay, I guess you do. So now we just start slicing them up. And remember, you kind of want one that looks like it's always shining. The bloom, sometimes it does work. If not, you just gotta guess a billion times. And again, having the game sounds on does help for this part. So since I'm having a little bit issue, I'll just carefully look at them. After a while, you should see the sparkling one. For the most part, it looks like this right here. Like it has a very, very tiny, hard sparkle to see. Even with bloom on, sometimes you're unable to see it. But you'll notice that it was a sapphire this time. So that's not it. But again, you just want to look at the same one again pretty much. This time we got an emerald, so pick that up. And now that we have another one, nope, that was a ruby. And now we have a final one, which should give us the item that we needed. Once that is done, someone will actually drop a little rope, and it will be Layla, so we're pretty much free from here. And I know the little sparkling was very hard to see, but it kind of does help to change your settings a little bit. Although Bloom, sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. You want to climb up the rope, you'll see a bright flashlight, so be very careful. Afterwards, you can make some room by dropping the desert items, as you won't need them since it was only for that task. And inspect the sundial. They'll go through a bit of the dialogue. And then she'll put the sundial on it, and we'll want to hit the fourth icon, the scarabs. That way, the arrow right there, which we close it, and it has another light beam, which luckily it's very close because you can see it on your mini map. Once you're here, you should see the Lady Kella. You want to approach her, and you should be getting a little cutscene, in which case you will not have to fight Lady Leah, but you want to fight her two goons. So it doesn't really matter which option you hit for here, really. But I always like to choose, yes, to hand her the diamond, but I don't do it. It's like, okay, I'll still do it. She'll pretty much tell the two guards to fight her, or to fight you. And you'll get a little cutscene, which hopefully, again, it does not break. You'll see like the Super Saiyan Typhoon. And then we will be fighting the two NPCs. The hero, he's actually a pretty easy one to fight. You just want to attack him right away with your weapon, and then he's automatically dead. Now, at pet, when you attack him, he will spin in a circle, so you just want to like pretty much like run away. You can let him hit you. I believe he hits you a knockback, and you can only deal pretty much 100 damage at a time. Otherwise, he'll just do the spinning thing again, which is super annoying in my opinion. But you can kind of safe spot him between Layla, so you could like drag him, and then you should be fine. Once the two guards have been defeated, we can now speak to the Prince Ali. We want to pretty much save him. He's like, oh, thank you so much. Like, oh, not a problem. So it wasn't much of a challenge, and to tell him good luck. And Ozone will say, I'll see you around, which he does teleport with a ring of dueling animation. Once you appear back at Alcrad, you want to speak to Osman. You should get one more final cutscene with the lady talking to, I think it's Jafar. That's like the reference for it. It's pretty much in just north of Sofenheim. Speak to Ozone and he will give you the quest, which it does help to have 2 inventory spots left over for 150 combat XP lamp, agility, thieving, and constitution, along access to getting that Calphite nursery that we were killing to upgrade, well, not to upgrade, to get a new weapon and a shield that's for cosmetic use. With that, thank you so much for watching this quest guide on Diamond in the Rough, and enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as it really does help.